Guys, if this is true, if PlayStation is really discounting their products, their consoles, as a response to greedy, shameful Nintendo and Microsoft trying to fuck their customers, they might just well save gaming single-handedly. They just might. I mean, prevent Cataclysm, Ragnarok, you name it, single-handedly, okay? Because while these other companies are trying to fuck their customers, they're increasing prices for no fucking reason, right? Trying to squeeze whatever penny and nickel they can out of their fan base, out of their consumers. Sony's like, you know what? We're going to discount our shit. I mean, that's crazy. That's mad aura, infinite aura farming, right? All right, I'm just fucking around. But let's get into it seriously. So previous video I had, or one of the previous videos I had, I talked about how PlayStation was the only one out of the major 3 companies who has not yet increased prices or even stated what they're going to do with prices, right? They didn't say we're going to increase them or we're going to decrease them. They didn't give us any information, but we do know from a recent quarterly earnings call that I also covered in that video, we do know that they were talking about plans to get back 100 billion yen that they might lose from the tariff situation coming from the Trump administration. So okay, so these leaks are coming from Bill Bakun, who is a reputable leaker in the gaming space. He was one of the leakers who first came out with a leak for the PS5 Pro, and he pretty much hit the nail on the head. He hit the money and was pretty right about everything with the PS5 Pro, from the name to the specs, right? So he came out with another leak on the Deal Labs magazine that is being covered out of France, right? And most of these prices are in euros, so I don't know how it's going to reflect to America in terms of American dollars, but I imagine it would pretty much be the same, right? For what we have here. But I mean, even then, just the fact that PlayStation is discounting their consoles at all when Nintendo is being greedy as fuck. They have the most expensive console that they've ever released in their life with, you know, the hardware is good. I know it's better than the Steam Deck, but let's be honest, we put, you know, Nintendo hardware against any other company like Xbox or PlayStation, and they're going to get shit on, right? And we know that. So for them to come out with the most expensive console they've ever come out with at $450, they're the ones who broke down the gate and the barrier for $80 games, right? They're the ones who started that trend. And now you have the PlayStation being discounted on here from Bill Bakun on Deal Labs. I mean, he's saying that the PlayStation Slim, the PS5 Slim, and the PS5 with the optical drive, both of those might be discounted by $100. That is insane. That is insane. Imagine you go in and you have the Switch right there and you have the PS5 $100 off. Which one do you think a lot of people are going to pick if they don't already have a console? So you mean to tell me I can get the PlayStation, right, which can play more games, it has more third-party support, and it has this huge back catalog of PlayStation games I may not have played before, and I can get it for a cheaper price, and most of their games aren't $80 right now. If they discount the games as well, and even if it's for a limited time, it will show Nintendo and Microsoft that you are fucking up, because watch, the numbers are going to reflect. The numbers for PlayStation are going to be absolutely crazy, and I really hope they are. I hope the numbers are amazing. We have to celebrate when companies do positive things for the consumer, even if it's a way for them to get ahead, even if it's a way for them to fuck the competition, because they have 2 people who are being extremely greedy, and they know that if they fuck the competition and they undercut them, people are probably going to be gravitating towards their platform. More people are probably going to get PS5s rather than Switch 2s or Xboxes, especially when Microsoft increased prices across the fucking board for their catalog. I mean, from controllers to their consoles to some first party games that they're going to be releasing towards the end of the year, which we don't know exactly what that's going to look like yet. Which games are those going to be? We have a few ideas, but we don't exactly know, right? So this is insane. I mean, this right here is absolutely insane. Okay, so right here we have a summary of expected promotions. So let's take a look. Euro 100 discount on the PS5 Slim console. So the PS5 Slim Standard Edition console with disc player will now be $449 instead of $549. For $450, the same, or 450 euros, I'm sorry, the same cost that you could get a Switch 2 for. Now it's like, do I get a PS5 or do I get a Switch 2? Which one is it going to be? I mean, I know some people, there's some Nintendo fanboys out there, that's all they play is Nintendo games. They're going to get the Switch 2 no matter what. But I'm talking about your average consumer, the average gamer, the average person who's going to walk into a store and say, you know what, I want a game console. I haven't gamed in a while. Let me see what's out there. Let me see what they have. And then they're going to see the PS5 for the same price as the Switch 2. I mean, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. And honestly, we may run into another Wii U, a Wii U story where Nintendo is now dealing with a failing system that is having trouble selling. We may run into that. Well, we'll see. Time will tell. So I just verified the Switch 2 is 469 euros compared to the 449 for the PS5 Slim. Still, I mean, this is crazy. And then if you get the digital edition that doesn't have a disc player, it's going to be cheaper in Europe for the PS5 digital edition than for the Switch 2. I mean, I know the Switch 2 is a new console, but like I said, you put that up against a PS5. Which one is better or more impressive on a hardware front, right? On a hardware level. I mean, it's not even fucking close. Let's be honest. And look, 50 euro discount for the PS5 Pro. So now it's going to be 749 instead of 799. And the PS5 Pro has been having issues selling, right? It has been having issues. We know this. But look, now it's 750 euros. Microsoft just increased the price for all their consoles, making them not as attractive of an option. So now the PS5 Pro, if you're looking at the Series X, the PS5 Pro is looking really nice. It is. Like, you might as well get the PS5 Pro. You might as well. You know what I mean? I mean, like, this is insane. I cannot believe that PlayStation is even entertaining the thought of discounting their systems, because they have to be entertaining it for it to get leaked like this, right? So like I said, I don't know if it's actually going to happen, but man, if it happens, we really do need to celebrate a company doing something good for the consumer, and we need to go out and support. I haven't got a PS5 Pro yet because I've been waiting, but honestly, if it goes on sale, even if it's $50, I may have to grab one just to support, because this shit is insane. I mean, to do this in response to your two biggest competitors going in lockstep and increasing prices of their games, and Xbox increasing the price of their consoles, and Nintendo setting the price for their Switch 2 where they did, it is insane. And I know they're fucking the competition, right? But I mean, this is what it's all about. It's all about competition, and competition's better for the consumer. So I really hope that PlayStation discounts their consoles. I really hope they knock it out the park, and I really hope that this sends a message to Nintendo and Microsoft that if you continue trying to fuck your customers, you're going to get fucked in the end, because sales are going to reflect poorly, and now you're going to have to make even more difficult decisions, which sucks for most of the people in those companies, because the people at the very top are never going to feel the consequences or repercussions of what's going on because of decisions that were made by the big suits, the big wigs, the big executives, right? They're never going to see that. They're never going to see that. It's always going to be the common man. It's always going to be the person who has the salary, right? The person who they really don't make any big decisions in the company. They just come there, do their job, and go home. That's who it sucks for. But I mean, these guys got to learn. These guys got to learn one way or another, because they can't keep trying to fuck customers and thinking that nothing's going to happen. And I really hope and pray that PlayStation just comes out and puts their shit on the table, and they're like, yeah, we're discounting our fucking products. I know those two dudes over there increase prices. They're trying to price gouge. They're trying to fuck you 7 ways till Sunday, but we're discounting our prices because we know we don't need the money, and we're going to sell these things anyway, so might as well discount them. Why not? I mean, talk about aura. This is the shit I'm talking about. Man. So look, vote with your wallet. If this really does come to fruition, vote with your wallet, man. Get something. Get a PSVR 2, get a PS5 Slim, get a DualSense controller, get something, man. Like get PlayStation Plus if you usually don't get it. I mean, show some type of support, because we got to show I liked that you decided to discount your products when the competition increased their prices. I like that. We have to show support. We have to step out. Okay. So, man, I don't know. This is crazy. This is crazy. I really want to see what's going to happen here. And I'm excited. This is May 27th. Tomorrow, apparently, is when we're supposed to hear about these discounts going live, or at least hear about any information regarding these discounts. So let's see, man. Let's see what happens. And, we'll go from there. But like I said, vote with your wallet. Vote with your wallet. If PlayStation really does decrease these prices, man, we need to show love. We need to show support. Do you think that Microsoft or Nintendo is going to respond in any way? Do you think they're going to roll back their prices if sales are starting to look scary, or do you think they don't care because they'll sell enough to make the money that they want to make? I think it's the second one. I think they'll sell enough to where they really don't care, right? But y'all let me know, man. Y'all let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think these leaks are true? Do you think PlayStation is going to discount their products? Do you think the discounts will be there to stay, or they'll be temporary during the days of play? You let me know down in the comments. You decide. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you made it this far into the video, I appreciate you. Comment down PlayStation so I know you made it this far. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Peace out.